When there is major uncertainty, there is a tremendous level of discomfort. I am in such a position right now. Perhaps you can help me out. Hello again, everyone. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, lead, and we inspire. And yes, there is tremendous uncertainty, and I am very uncomfortable. Let me give you an example. You know, when I first moved to California years ago, and I went through my first earthquake, I was standing outside, and the ground started shaking, and I'm thinking to myself, whoa! All right, I mean, there's the one thing about standing on the ground is that there's certainty. You know, you're steady, you're firm. And then the earth started shaking, and wow, did I feel uncomfortable. Well, I'm getting that same type of feeling right now today in our COVID-dominated society. And I can understand there being uncertainty. You know, this is a novel virus. We don't know everything about it. We're learning as we go. I understand that part. Let me go over the part with you that I don't understand. All right? Now, I'm looking at this thing, and it's a virus. All right? It's something that one person gives to another person. Kind of simple. All right? I mean, I'm not, you know, a medical scholar or anything, but I mean, I know that when someone else has the flu or someone has a cold, that I'm going to stay away from them because I don't want to catch it, you know, and common courtesy dictates that you isolate yourself, and we all know that. Here's what I'm not understanding. There are people that I know and respect a tremendously great deal. You know, one gentleman that I work with in Austin, Texas, and another gentleman that I've worked with, you know, in the Chicago area. And one of the things that I value about them when we speak is they have a tremendous grasp of common sense. And common sense is not always common practice, as we all know. That's why when you meet people that have that kind of common sense, you say to yourself, you know, this is a smart guy, this is a guy that I want to associate with. Here's what I'm not understanding. Here's the way I look at things. Tell me where I'm wrong, all right? It's a virus. It's spreading. The thing that we need to do is we need to control the spread. Duh, all right? Now, the policies that we have don't make sense to me in any way, shape, or form. If I'm running for president, and I'm in office right now, and I see that we have this virus and it's a pandemic, the thing that is going to get blown is the economy, okay, as well as people's health, of course. So I got to say to myself, what's the best way so that we can get our economy going and keep people healthy? Well, the thing that came to mind was, let's lock it down. Let's shut it down. Is that going to hurt us? Hell yeah, it's going to hurt us. It's going to hurt us short term. But once we get this thing under control, then we will be in a position where we can get back to, quote unquote, some sort of normalcy. If I'm running for president, I want people to think that I've made some good decisions. Of course. Now, why are we opening things up so quickly when the virus is spreading so rapidly? It doesn't make sense to me. And especially this time of year, when the weather changes from the warm weather to the colder weather, and we're going to be inside a lot more often, that's just an invitation. It's like, hey, spread out. Okay? And that's exactly what's happening. I'm trying to understand. And my point is that, you know, as a personal development pundit, leader, someone that teaches things, it's a leadership problem the way I look at it. And I'm trying to figure out how people can support, and honestly, I'm trying to figure this out. How people can support someone that is a bully, someone that's rude, someone that's constantly interrupting, someone that's giving out false information, someone that's not taking an issue that is a nationwide issue and saying, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lateral the ball to all the different governors, and each one of them, all 50 of them, are going to be the people that are going to be the generals, and I'm going to... I don't understand that. This is a place where we need big leadership. This is a place where we need to have a federal government. This isn't the time to, you know, give that to the states or to the local communities, because we're a country and people travel in this country. We have to act in unison. The Prime Minister of New Zealand, a woman who has a partner who gave birth during her first administration. What did she do in New Zealand? Her name is Jacinda Ardern. She said, when there were 100 people that tested positive, let's go hard and let's go fast. And that's exactly what they did. And right now, today, they are back. They had I don't know, a soccer game, a football game, some sort of a match, 30,000 people in the stands, no problem. There's no social distancing, there's no masks. They've got it under control. They had a little outbreak in one of their major cities. Boom, they shut it down right away. Their thought was not, let's flatten the curve. Their thought was, let's eliminate this son of a gun. And so we're going to take steps to do that. My point is, yeah, I recognize that there's going to be some tremendous economic hardships when you do that. But that's a short-term thing, relatively speaking. When you don't do that, you find yourself in the situation that we find ourselves in right now. All right? It's like, what, 7 or 8 months since this thing started here in the United States? Yet we're getting huge, continuous numbers going in the wrong direction. You've got to take your medicine. Not only that, but it gets worse because people have what they're calling right now COVID fatigue. It's like they're itching, they can't wait to get out. You know, Eli, my number one son, just turned 16 years old. I remember when I was 16, I couldn't wait to get out, do this, do that. You know, I don't want to be confined. We've got to take our medicine. You've got to take our medicine. If you don't, you can never get the numbers under control so that you can trace. They had an incident in New Zealand, somebody got it, boom, they were able to trace it right away, right now, put the people in quarantine, their issue was solved, they're back to normal. To me, this is just common sense. You know, and let me quote one of the things that Jacinda Ardern said. We are living in an increasingly polarized world, a place where more and more people have lost the ability to see one another's point of view. That is what frustrates me. I'm a salesperson. I'm a sales trainer. One of the things as a salesperson that you must do is put yourself in the other person's shoes and see their point of view and help them to solve the issue that they're trying to solve. That's what I'm trying to do right here and right now. I'm trying to put myself in the other person's shoes, why they want to lock arms with somebody that is not getting the job done effectively, and they're swallowing the rhetoric that is coming from there, and even people that are close to, like, starting to distance it, saying, you know what, this is getting absurd. I mean, let's lock up this person, let's lock up that person. Is that what we're all about? Can we take a look at who we are, what we aspire to be? Is that who we are? Now, our founding fathers saw that there was a positive aspect of having different factions discuss scenarios so that you could come to a best conclusion. That's one of the things that our country is built upon. That's, you know, we admire demonstrators as long as they do it peacefully. You know, they want to get their point across. But I don't understand why people would want to continue with this kind of a policy. Why they would want to continue with, frankly, this kind of a leader. It doesn't make sense to me. And like I said, the uncertainty, what bugs me is that people that I know, care about, and most importantly, respect their intelligence, are on board with this. That's why I feel uncomfortable. I cannot put myself in their shoes in this particular instance. I can't. I don't understand the argument. If you can help me out, please put in the comment section what it is I'm not seeing. You know, I mean, I understand short-term pain. I understand that the economy, but we have a country that can support people. But I also see that the longer you let the darn thing fester, the more difficult it's going to be. You've got to be, leaders have to be decisive. They have to work hard. They have to work fast in a scenario like this. Please explain to me where what I consider to be my common sense is failing me. And because I'll never end a rant on a philosophical note, I'm asking for your help. Why don't you get out there and charge? I'm Eli's dad.